Hey Huns! Happy Saturday! Yeah, if I said that with all the enthusiasm enthusiasm isn't a word, is it? Enthusiasm, yeah, enthusiasm, yeah. Y'all, I can't even. And I'm on my third cup of Joe. I think I need more of a Joe. Maybe I need a Stephen or a James, or because Joe ain't getting it no more. Oh, y'all, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I'm sorry if I've been MIA lately. I've been hit by a truck. I had my infusion Thursday, and the last bottle, she had the 5 milligrams. I had my 20, which is the big bottle, and then instead of a 10 and a 5, she had 5 milligrams, which works out the same. I get 35 milligrams a week, which is like the record. Yay, I beat the record on something. But that last 5 milliliters or megaliters or whatever it is, she just opened it up and let it. I don't know if that's what's kicked my honey or quarantine has just kicked my honey. I've not been right since. I've tried pushing through. Thursday I could not cook Thursday evening. Everybody was just on their own. Last night, I called that man yesterday afternoon. He was wanting to know how I was. And I'm like, well, every time I try sitting up in bed, it feels like I'm on that ship when I got seasick the first time we went. And blessedly, we didn't get seasick the second time. Oh, there's a feeling. Anywho, and I still feel that way. It's just, oh, my head. I can't focus. I can't think. It's just, oh my gosh. Light hurts. It's almost like a migraine, but it's not. I can't explain it. I really, truly can't explain it. But luckily and blessedly, he took me and Carol Beth last night to Jack's. If y'all have a Jack's in your area, and this is not sponsored in any way, Jack's, I would love to be one of your sponsors. Anywho, after 4 o'clock, they have a supper family time. And you can pick country fried steak with gravy, or Salisbury steak with gravy, or I think it's called sirloin steak with gravy, or fried chicken or chicken tenders. I don't know if they had the pork chop or not. I want to say they've got the fried pork chop, if I'm not mistaken. They used to. Anywho, you pick your meat, and then you pick 2 sides, and it's like green beans, mashed potatoes, they were out of coleslaw, French fries, a salad, there was something else. But you get to pick 2, and then you get a biscuit for $4.99. Yeah, and I mean like good servings. We got 2 very good size. We all got the country fried steak, and we all got 2 patties that were like that big, and we got it smothered and covered with the sawmill gravy, the white pepper gravy. Oh, my stars and garters, it was good. Yes, ma'am. And we had to wait a little bit on it because they don't start cooking the country fried steak until you order it. It is made fresh to order. Yeah, it was worth the wait, Mama. It was worth the wait. It's better than letting it sit there for an hour or 2 and then them heating it up in the microwave, you know what I'm saying? But it was so good. And we all three ate, got our drinks, got out of there for, I think it was with tax and everything, it was $17. Where else can you do that? Like real home cooking. Oh, those green beans, they're like pole beans. I wouldn't even call them green beans. They were pole beans. The bigger snap beans. Yeah, that's what them were. Yeah. Anywho, I still feel wonky. To say the least. I'm wonky. I am sitting down. I'm trying to pay some bills. It is technically not the first, but it is the first. Somehow or another, we got some first paychecks and not some first paychecks. Yeah, so, anywho, I got to figure all that out and get some bills paid. Blessedly, we have it to pay. I'm not gonna, blessedly, thank you, Lord Jesus, we have enough. I'm not gonna, I will never pray to win the lottery ever again. It's just gonna be, Lord, may you bless us with just enough. Just enough. Yeah. Don't want to be greedy. Give some to others that may they have just enough. Lord, just bless us with just enough. Yeah. So, let me get that done and I will be back. Okay. I am back. I am, yeah, I'm seriously, I am trying to think. I don't even remember what I had down. Okay, we're supposed to have barbecue sandwiches, baked beans, and corn on the cob for supper tonight. Yeah. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna pull that off. If I do have some pork butt in there, so I think I'm gonna snag that butt. I'm gonna grab a butt, y'all. Grab a butt. Oh, me and Care Beth went to the Dollar Tree. We got some dollar candy. We're gonna do a movie night one night. These are Brian's. I need to hang up somewhere. And then I've got this for Alice Marie for in the pool. And then we found cute little board books for $1. We were looking at the books, the baby books at Walmart. Oh my gosh, they were wanting like $9 and $10 for a little old board book for a baby. Are they crazy? Evidently so. And people are crazy that buy them. Normally I get all her books, toys, whatever. I get from the thrift store. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna deny it. Thrift store. Uh-oh. That light switch must have done got finagled somehow. I gotta go switch it back on. This is our mess that we're contented with right now. I need to clean it out. I kind of remembered what we had in here, and I kind of went by it for menu plan for June. I've got my menu plan made. I'm not going to have to buy hardly anything, if at all. Like things like this. I knew I still had the 2-pack of the chicken fajitas. Y'all, if you've never tried these, you get them at Sam's. It is a 1-pound bag thing. These are to die for good. Use those, and then you use the either the fresh bell pepper and onion, or you can get the seasoned blend cheap. Use that. boom, some tortillas. You got a quick, fast, let her go meal. Yes, even Fat Man could handle making that for me if it was the case that I couldn't, you know. Here's some all-purpose flour. I just bagged it up like this and stuck it in my freezer. Yes, yes. I knew I had a pack of fish left. This is that 2-pound thing of tilapia. You can get a 2-pound bag of tilapia at Aldi for like $5.99. No kidding. Says serving size 8. Yeah. We get 2 meals. We'll get 2 meals out of that one bag. Right now, I am looking for pork butt. Now here is some pork butt that I had left. I think it's pork butt I had left. We're going to go with that theory. And then my pork is like way up underneath there. So I got to go digging, Mama. I'll be back. Okay. I went digging through the North Pole. It felt like it anyway. I'm freezing my arms off. Hey y'all, how you doing? There goes my voice. Alright, look at that big butt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Okay, anywho, seriously, I'm gonna do that. That should be enough for today and tomorrow. You know, I like to do 2 meals or double up. I should put it that way. Double up my meals. Whatever I do on Saturday, I try to do enough to have leftovers for Sunday. It just depends on how many people come through the door on Saturday. Sometimes the kids don't let me know. They just show up, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Today for lunch, I actually have some chicken patties that we've never opened and some hamburger buns. So we are going to do chicken patty sandwiches for lunch. Yeah. And then tonight we could probably do the pork butt as just butt with no buns, since we're doing a bun thing for lunch. Sometimes, usually the first night I'll do our butt like a roast. And I'll do veggies to go with it. I found some cream corn in the freezer. So I think I'm going to do cream corn and some cornbread. And maybe some, I found some broccoli in there. I could do broccoli. And have like do it more as a roast. And then tomorrow we can do it more as a sandwich. We can do barbecue, baked beans, corn on the cob, and do it that way. Usually if I have a big, good sized pork butt, I try to do it that way. The first night, do it as a meal roast type thing with veggies, and don't put it on a bun. And then the leftovers we'll take, shred up, do the barbecue sauce, and do it that way. The easiest and most flavorful way of seasoning your butt that way, if you're wanting to do it as a meal, excuse me on my voice, y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm looking for my seasonings I usually use if I'm doing it like that. Let's see. And I think I'm going to go out and pick some fresh. I had got fresh. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I usually will take parsley flakes. I've got fresh parsley out there growing. and garlic powder. If you don't have garlic cloves, and I do not, I don't have any fresh garlic. I love taking fresh garlic and you make a hole. If this booger wasn't so frozen, if it was fresh, you make a hole, you know, just pop several holes in him and take the little cloves of garlic and stick in those holes. Oh my sweet stars and garters, y'all. Yes ma'am, there is something about pork and garlic. Oh my word. And sticking it down in there, it just kind of infuses that flavor into the meat. Yes ma'am. But I don't have any, so garlic powder is just as good. I'm going to sprinkle either a little bit of the Tony Chicheries Creole or my Cavenders. I think I'm going to go with the Tony Chicheries. I've been reaching for that Cavenders just out of habit. And then I'll usually will do the parsley flakes. But I've got fresh parsley and fresh basil out there. So we're going to go pick some fresh and do it that way. Alright, tonight to go with our pork roast, our pork butt. And I did go out and get fresh chives and fresh basil and fresh parsley to put on it. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Tonight we're going to eat it like a roast. Not barbecue. And I've got one of these frozen cream corn things. I had to go to the special grocery outlet thing to find these. You know, they were only like $1 a piece. Aldi does not carry them, and as far as I know, I don't think Walmart carries them. I could be wrong, but I've never seen them at Walmart. Usually, once we make our little trip to the food outlet, that's where I get them. I'm just going to pop it open. You let it thaw just enough that you can skeet it out into your pan. Just like so. Yep. Like that. Okay. And again, I don't have any making grease. And I'm gonna, I can't tell. It's not green. I'm trying to see if this bacon is still any good. How long is bacon good after you open it? I don't know. Siri. It smells okay. It looks okay. I have opened some before and it had a little green spot. I'm like, what? No. So I'm throwing 2 slices of that in there. And I know I need to hurry up and do something with the rest of this bacon. I'll see a BLT in the future. So I'm just going to kind of let that do its thing. You gotta watch it. You gotta keep it low, and you gotta keep stirring it. So, hey Foxy. Hey girlfriend. Alright, and then I know I want to fix these zucchini that are just kind of hanging out in there, doing their thing. And now they've hit the floor. Right. So I'm going to do these up. I think I'm just going to do them in the oven. I'm just going to slice them up. My brother-in-law taught me that trick. If you just kind of slice them up and put them in the oven with a little bit of oil on them and sprinkle basil on them. Yeah, that one cracked when I dropped it. Raggy. That'd be okay. I was going to split them open anyway. They help me skip a step. And you want to make sure to wash them because they'll have dirt on them. You need to get all that dirt off. You don't want any dirt. Especially dirt from... Oh, it says product of the USA. Wonderful. Usually it'll say like Argentina or... Yeah. I was trying to watch a sci-fi movie about a virus. And it started out in English. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're speaking Japanese. I hate when movies do that. And there were no subtitles. You just had to take a wild guess at what was going on. Yeah, no. Big Mama ain't into all that. I don't even like subtitle the movies. I figure if I'm going to read, I want to read a book. If I'm watching a movie, I want to watch a movie. I don't have to read. Alright, I'm just washing the dirt off those real good. I'm just going to cut them up, get them in a pan, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, I just sliced my zucchini up like that into like spears, I guess you would call them. I'm going to take some of my olive oil. I got it at Costco. And you can use it on your food. You can spray your food with it. Coat it pretty good. And I'm going to put a little bit of this. I'm reaching for my go-to, y'all. Can't help it. Got to use it on something. Alright. We're going to call that that. I'm going to put this in about a 350 oven. I want to let it do for about 40 minutes. And then I was going to tell you, right now, it's like, hold on, let me do something about it. My curling. I'm just going to kind of take and break up the frozen pieces. Stir that in a little bit. Probably need to add a little bit of, because that bacon grease is kind of doing its thing, but it's taking a while. Probably add a good bit of little butter. It's really good with the butter flavor. So, I'm going to turn that eye down to like a medium low. Anywho, it is kind of like growing time. We got our first squash from our garden. Yay! But we only had one, and I can't cook just one. So, here's what you can do if you start getting like one or two of something. And, you know, it's going to be another, you know, a few days, maybe a week, and you don't want this one going bad. So, what you do, taking one of my freezer storage bags, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut this up and get it in the freezer. And every time we get one or two in, I'll just keep adding to that same bag. I will just keep using this. I'll pull this bag out of the freezer and cut up whatever we get that particular day, and I'll just keep adding to this bag until it's, you know, where I know we've got enough to do a meal. And that's how you do them. do your squash that way, your zucchinis. You can do your green beans like that. Just cut them like you're going to prepare them. I'll show you here in just a second. I am just slicing it up. I just sliced it up like I was going to cook it. Get it in this bag and get all your air out and just pop in the freezer. And then if we're lucky enough that he brings in another one tomorrow, I'll add it to this bag. And you just keep doing that until you get a mess. And a mess is what we call whenever you got enough to cook. You got a mess of peas. Did you pick a mess of that corn? It's called a mess. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take this and stick it in the freezer. And then as he brings more in, I'll add to that until we get a mess. So, but like I said, our pork butt's doing its thing. The lid's barely fitting. Got my corn doing its thing, and then our zucchini is going to be doing their thing. So, and that's going to be supper. It's just 4:30ish. I figure we'll probably eat about 6:37. So we got a while. Okay. Hey, Hans, real quick, while we were talking about going through your pantries, going through your freezers, going through your refrigerators and shelf cooking and figuring out your menus using what you already have on hand, I talked about the parboiled rice. And if you have a Sam's membership, this is what you're looking for. In different regions, it might be a different brand, but ours is just the Par Excellence Premium Long Grain Rice. And this is a 10-pound bag. Yeah, it's a 10-pound bag. I seriously only paid $4.97 for it. Yeah. It says it makes 96 servings. Okay? And someone had asked how we store it. First of all, whenever I get home, I do put it in my freezer for the 3 days. This is one of those things like your rice. You want to make sure ain't no little critters living up in there. I mean, it happens. It happens from the factory. It could have been in there when they were harvesting. You don't know. It could happen in the truck. It could happen, it could be in another bag, and getting that bag, it could happen in the store. You don't know. So it's best to be on the safe side. Just stick it in the freezer, 3 days, take it out. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Do your flour that way, do your rice that way. I've even done our pastas that way. Not so much the pastas as much here lately because we're using it up as fast as we buy it near about. Now, one day I did open some pasta and it had little bugs growing. I mean, you know, they were flying around in there, you know what I'm saying? And blessedly they did not get my other stuff because once you get pantry moths, once they hatch, they're going to come out. They're going to find a way out of that bag. Yes, ma'am. And you can't get rid of them boogers. You cannot get rid of them. Anyway, what I've done is I just open up the bag. It does have a Ziploc bag. But what I do, somebody wanted to know how we stored it. This is a cereal container. I am going to pour it off in here. What will hold, and I'm trying to remember, I don't think it holds it all, but it comes dead burn close. And we've got several meals on the menu this time that call for rice. So, in fact, one night this week we're going to do red beans and rice. And kielbasa sausage. Fat Man has been looking forward to that. And it's been getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So he is going to get his red beans and rice. If I was to shake this down, I bet you $10 donuts, I could get the rest of this in there. Now, this is a cereal container. I got them a pack of 3 at Sam's. I get them when they're on sale. You can find them sometimes on rollback. You can get a 3-pack for like $8.97. They are wonderful. But look at how much I got in there. I mean, I only have that much left in this bag. What I'll do, I'm going to go ahead and just use out of this bag. Once I'm done with this bag, I'm going to cut off the instructions, and I'm just going to lay on top inside that bag, that container. Just going to lay it in there, and boom, there you go. That is how we do our rice. And I have never had a problem with this rice being sticky. I have let it sit there and cool while I have finished up the rest of the meal. And then heated it back up a little bit, and it's been fine. It hasn't been sticky. Yeah, I mean, you can't screw this rice up. You really can't. It's like minute rice, only it takes 20 minutes once your water and all starts to boil. 20 minutes. But that gives you time to do all your other crap. You know what I'm saying? I'll usually start my rice first, and then I'll get my other stuff going. But I've never had a problem of not making this rice right. Now, I can buy like the long grain rice in the bag from like Walmart or Publix or Aldi or whatever. I'm going to screw it up. It's going to be sticky. It's going to be lumpy. It's going to be nasty. I can't screw this up. Okay? I can't say enough about it. Not sponsored. Part Excellent, if you're watching, there you go. Big Mama loves you. But yeah, so that is how we store it. We just take this cereal container and boom, there you go. So, but that is one of our food hacks that we're going to give to you today. It got me thinking, like I said, I was going through the pantries, the freezers, the fridge, coming up with our menu for for June. And we match.
We do, big
We're
girl.
twinsies.
We do, big girl.
He has been working on the pool deck.
We're going to be putting deck boards on in the morning.
Yes. Swim safely. Swim safely. Brian is going to come for his birthday, the 12th. I think I mentioned that. Anywho, I was getting on here talking to you about my rice. So, but if you're new here, hi, I'm Stacy, aka Big Mama. That was Fat Man. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join our crazy family. Yeah, we are riding the crazy train. Honey, I am the engineer of this crazy train. Yes, ma'am, I am. I am well qualified to be the engineer of this train. Yeah. And if you're been around a long time, hey, honey, if you're a heifer, and I mean that in all sincerity, hey, my heifers, y'all give this video a thumbs up. For every thumbs up and like we get, our videos get pushed up to the top, and other people will get to meet and see us in all our glory. You might need a wide-angle lens to see this in all its glory. I could stand back. I noticed the wall behind me. If I have one of them letter boards, it almost looks like I could be a bail sign, doesn't it? A prison. What do you call them? What do you call them? Mugshot. Mugshot. Oh, mine needs to have on there, Big Mama. Alright, well, that's going to do it. Like I said, I just want to add this in about my rice, because I did have a question about how we stored it. And that is how we do it. We just cereal keeper. So, and supper turned out, good. The zucchini was wonderful. The corn was amazing. We would have finished off that corn, but Becca, bless her heart, she pulled a triple yesterday, and she's pulling a double today. Yeah. She went in at like before 6 yesterday and didn't get home till like 3. She wasn't supposed to have gotten home till 6 this morning, but they let her go a little early. She got in at 3 this morning. She had to go back in at 2. She won't be in until 6 in the morning. So, yeah. Bless her heart. Who are you laughing at, boy?
I walked in there, I looked back, and this dog has this box on her head.
Oh, my Lord. You go, Foxy. You go. All right. So, yeah. So, bless her heart. She's tired as all get out. But she's working. She's working. So I'm going to put this rice down here. Oh, I've got some other rice. I did not know that. So we need to pull it to the front, put this to the back. This was some of the parboiled. You can get it at Walmart. It will be called parboiled rice. But it's just such a cheaper deal at Sam's. But see how I stuck the bag in the container? I've got a little bit of this left, so I'm going to push it to the front. I'm going to put that in the middle, so I'll do that after I do that. We're going to use this first, though. Yeah. So. But, yeah. That's how we're rolling. Okay. I've got my corn doing its thing. My zucchini's in the oven. Ooh, sorry. My butt's doing its thing. And I had that pineapple that was looking kind of, it is perfect. I did go ahead and cut it. And oh my stars. Just right. I did have the coconut. I need me some coconut rum, y'all. And coconut. I had the pineapple. I need coconut rum. Had a bunch of juice down at the bottom. You gotta drink it out of the pineapple. I'm just saying. But if I would have had some coconut rum, yeah, I would have poured it in there. That is perfect. That's going to be wonderful served on top of that pork roast. There is something about pork and citrus or juices that just are amazing. So, excited about that. And we're going to use it and not lose it, right? So, pineapple for the win. I bought it the other week when we went to Aldi, because that was a fruit on sale. And it just sat there. And I had never made it or used it. So yeah, I knew today was my day. I looked at it and I thought, you can't handle another day. I didn't even know if it was going to be able to be, but it's perfect. Oh, y'all, I can't express how good that is. Hey, Foxy, what are you doing? She has just been laying around, y'all. What's the matter? What's the matter with her? I have gotten, seems like I haven't got anything done, but I have. I've accomplished some things. Nothing really productive, but yeah, productive. Does that make sense? I'm trying to look and see. Look out, sweet girl. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. I was in here, I was working on paying working on paying bills. And I sat down and I did a whole menu for June. Yay! Using up for dinners, like suppers. I've got one. We're gonna move that out of the way because it's just irritating me. Using up stuff that we already have here. The only night that I'm going to have to actually buy something is, let's see, where did I find it? Oh, Brian's birthday. His birthday is the 10th, which is like in the middle of the week. We were going to do it 13th, which is that Saturday. But Becca has to work. So him and her both are off on Fridays. And she asked, Mama, please do it on my off day. Because she has gotten to where she loves spending time with him. And they want to swim. And I'm like, that is fine. And that way too we could do like a movie night. I've been promising them a movie night since movie theaters. I don't know if they're going to open up yet or not. I don't think they've said. And I do not want mine going to a movie theater. I've already told Brian we cannot afford to take him like out to eat. Usually we would go out like to a restaurant, like to David's Catfish House or Chinese or Mexican or something like that. But you're talking, if we take everybody, it's right at $100 for sure, if not more. I mean, you're dropping a C note for that many people. So, and I told him, I said, can I just do lasagna and banana pudding for you? Mom, I'd love that. I would love that. And he said, now bring my swimsuit. I can go swimming. So that is what we're going to do. But we're going to do it the 12th, even though his birthday's the 10th. The 12th is that Friday. She is off. So, and then he can spend the night. We can do a movie night. Yeah, I'll let them pick. Because we stream. And right now that the movie theaters are closed, you could actually pay to rent the movies that would be at the movie theater. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to let them pick a movie. It's like $20. You'd spend more than that on popcorn. So yeah, oh, my thing's flashing at me. I got to charge y'all. Okay, I found my charger. Woohoo! Makes you look for things, don't it? Okay, anywho, I just went through what I have in my freezers, what have we still got on the shelves. I made a dinner menu for the entire month. And like I said, the only thing I'm really going to have to do is his birthday meal. The lasagna, I've got garlic bread I can use in there. Salad, that's the only thing we'll really have to do each week is like our just basics, the fill-ins, milk, produce for the week, like salads, fruits, any fresh vegetables that I want to cook, and that will be it. Bread, we'll go ahead and buy enough bread at the beginning of the month to carry us through. And I'm still making some bread. They love it more so for like suppers and stuff with bread machine. It's not dense enough, I guess you would say, to hold up for a sandwich. Now my true Amish sandwich bread, it made perfect sandwich bread. And if I got the Pullman pans, like she's in her apron has, that would make a dense enough loaf that it would definitely be sandwich bread. But at almost $30 a pan, yeah, no, I can't invest that much. I'll go and get my 85-cent loaf, or if Batman can stop at the bread store, we can get the 50-cent loaf bread. There you go. But I'm gonna take this. I also need to figure up my breakfast for, I'm gonna go ahead and try and see what happens if I figure for the month. But I found this with my people. I can buy a cereal that will last us for a month. I've done that. I bought that huge box of Raisin Bran, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios, and the Captain Crunch. Okay, 4 huge boxes. 2 things in each box. You could open up 2 different ones each week and have enough for the month, right? That's 4 boxes, 2 bags in each. You've got enough for a month. No, we didn't even hardly have enough for 2 weeks. Yeah, my heathens. Becca is a cereal hog. She'll eat cereal. She'll eat and then she'll eat cereal. Or I'm not hungry. I don't want anything. And then go and eat half a box of cereal. Batman, he cannot get on to her. He'll have, instead of 1 bowl of Raisin Bran, he's in for the long haul. He'll eat 2. And we ain't talking a normal cereal, but we're talking the Jethro bowls. Yeah. No. So, like I said, I've tried that. Yeah, no. Not unless I hide it somewhere. So, things like that, I'm just going to have on my oatmeal. They don't do that way. And they'll go through phases of, we can't keep oatmeal in the house. We'll go through phases where we can't keep grits in the house. Right now, I have been on a grit kick. Me and Carol Beth both. Them cheese grits, let me tell you. Oh, my start. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will help you with some cheese grits. Yes, ma'am, I will. Yeah. So, that's our thing instead of cereal. I bought a thing of Pop-Tarts. Well, all these versions of Pop-Tarts. I guess I shouldn't call them Pop-Tarts. What do they call them? The toaster pastries? It's a Pop-Tart. When I say Pop-Tart, I don't mean the name brand Pop-Tart. I'm talking the Aldi brand. Y'all know I mean generic. That or the Walmart kind. But I ain't gonna call it a toaster pastry. What the heck is that? It's Pop-Tart. That's like Coke. All soda is Coke. Then I'll tell you what kind. I might be talking about a 7-Up. Lemon lime. You better get the generic. Anywho, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to start doing a grocery list of what we need and kind of plan. That's my thing I've got to do tomorrow, is my plan with me for this next week. And then the following week is when stuff be getting real. We will actually go back. I was going to say January. Lord have mercy. June the 8th. Reality sets back in, y'all. I think we will actually start going back to art June the 8th. We also have a therapy appointment that morning. So we'll have to pack lunches. We will have to hit the ground running. I mean, we aren't just getting thrown into a little bit at a time. We're getting thrown into, let's go. You got something in the morning, you got to eat your lunch on the way, you got art in the afternoon, it's being thrown in the fire. You know what I'm saying? And that is why on Mondays I went back and I tried doing Crock Pot Meals. I've got, Crock Pot Meal. That particular night, I've got down beef tips and rice. And then the 15th, roast and mashed potatoes. The 22nd, I'm going to have Fat Man grill some pork chops. And then the 29th, these are all those Mondays. Ain't I pretty in that sunlight, y'all? The sunset is coming in through that window. Look at Big Mama. Ain't I pretty? That sun makes me look good. The 29th, Philly cheesesteak and fries. I'll have to come up. Well, Carol Beth will eat the Philly cheesesteak if I don't put the peppers and onions on hers. She likes it with the provolone cheese. I'll have to get the provolone cheese for that. Sliced cheese don't have a chance in this house either. Yeah. No, it don't. So I'm going to sit here. I'm letting my supper finish. Yeah. I'm letting my supper finish. I might set this aside and just do this whenever I do with my planner tomorrow probably. Yeah. So I might end this now. So adjust your whatever you got. I got my glasses on my head mainly to keep my hair out. Well, it's gonna stay out of my eyes. Carol Beth told me yesterday, she's like, Mama, you don't look like Sharon Osbourne no more. And I'm like, well, thank you, Carol Beth, finally. She's like, you're more like Merida from Brave now. I'm like, okay, I can live with that. I can live with Merida from Brave. I did get a compliment the other night when me and Fat Man went to Beef O'Brady's, the waitress, and she had hot pink hair. I mean, hot pink. Like, I can't even describe it. It wasn't even Pepto-Bismol pink. It was hot pink. Yeah. She walked by me. She said, I love your hair. And I looked down, I'm like, I love yours too. It was a beautiful shade of hot pink. Yeah, I might have to go that way. So, I'm looking at a wasp on my windshield. He needs to move on. What's he think he's going to get from my windshield? Oh, a bird committed birdicide on my windshield the other day. Flew right into it. We didn't fly into him, he flew into us. Scared me and Carol Beth to death. Luckily, Fat Man was driving. Yeah, 'cause it shook us up. But the bird flew into us. He made that choice. There was a choice made. He made it. Alright, so I guess that's going to do it for today. I'm sorry and apologize that I've been MIA lately. Hopefully I'll be back on track. Yeah, we were talking about, and it's not as big as it was. It used to be poochier than that. So I don't know if it's going down or not, but I do meet with the surgeon. I've got cat hair all over my planner. And Tudabod's been laying up here. You would have thought he'd done playing my wheat by now. Leaving it for me to do. Anyhow, I meet with the surgeon June the 9th. Pray that they can either take this thing out or fix it, if that's what's causing me to be a big one. We ain't gonna talk about the ice. Y'all, the other night was last night at Jack's. That's when the bird flew into us. I was trying to figure out where we was. Fat Man took us to Jack, so I didn't have to cook. Bless you, Jesus. If y'all have a Jack's in your area, let me tell you, you can't beat this. After 4 o'clock, they do a family supper. You can do country fried steak, and they got the best sawmill gravy. I am not one for sawmill gravy. I do not like it. No, ma'am. That white pepper, no. But theirs, yes, ma'am. You load me down. You can do a double dip on mine. I'm just saying, because theirs is good. Yes. Anywho, after 4 o'clock, it's either the country fried steak or the sirloin steak, which is like a hamburger patty with onions and mushrooms sauteed on brown gravy. It's good too, y'all. Or fried chicken or chicken tenders. And I think they still have the pork chop, if I'm not mistaken, because they still do the pork chop biscuits. Pork chop used to be part of it. Anywho, you pick out one of those meats, and then you get 2 sides, which we all got the mashed potatoes and gravy. Yes, ma'am. And then the pole beans, which are green beans. And then the biscuit. I might have talked about this earlier. If I have, I'm sorry, I'm talking about it again. But anywho, it's $4.99. I couldn't buy the cube steak for that cheap. I tell you what. Yes, and I didn't have to cook it. And I didn't have to clean up. Yes, ma'am. I will ride in that car all day long to go get that. Yes, ma'am, I will. And it was good. I mean, it was perfect. And I did talk about this earlier because I told y'all that we had to wait a while because they don't do the country fried steak ahead of time. They fry it after you order it. She said, we don't drop it in the grease. And I'm like, well, that kind of sounds, but then again, that sounds good. It's cooked in grease. I did talk about that earlier. I forgot. Anywho, see how my mind is, it's a little touched, but that's all right. My eye's doing its thing. So, until next time, adjust your curls. Yeah. Be Merida from Brave. Look at me. Yeah. It'll be alright. Plan your plans. Seriously, look through your freezer, look through your fridge, look through your pantry. Find out what you can make. Pull from what you have and go from there, and then figure out what you need to buy. And when you get down to the nitty-gritty, shelf cooking, like I said, Jordan Page from Fun, Cheaper, Free, you can do shelf cooking on Instagram. Look it up. Look it up. You would be surprised of what you can do with leftovers. Don't throw that crap away. You can figure it out. Got a little bit of rice left over, a little bit of vegetables left over. Guess what? A little bit of chicken left over. Guess what? You can either make chicken and rice soup, or you can make chicken fried rice, or you can make a chicken casserole, or a chicken pot pie. You can do all kinds of stuff with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm just saying. It is really an eye-opener. Yeah, shelf cooking. Look it up. But I just went by what I knew I had in my freezer. I kind of had like a mental, like I said, bless their hearts, they couldn't find nothing if they had a map leading to it. I've got a mental picture in my head where everything is. Now, if they go in there and rummage around and move stuff, it just irks me no end, because then I can't, my mental map don't work. But, and then I can see it again, and then, okay, it's locked in if that's where this is. Till they move crap again. Keep your hands off the crap. Bless their hearts. Anywho, I think I'm good to go. Like I said, I'm going to work on that tomorrow. My mind just can't. Not today. And I hadn't even done anything. I have held that chair down. Yeah. Evidently, my recliner did not come with gravity device. I have to sit in it to keep it from floating away. Alright, I will let y'all go. And I hadn't even been day drinking today, y'all. I did drink that pineapple juice out of the pineapple, but it didn't have nothing in it other than pineapple juice. I wanted the coconut rum, but oh well. So I will see y'all tomorrow.